Thanks everyone for joining us tonight, and thanks to man of the match Mitchell Marsh for coming along again this evening.
Well, hey Mitch, career best batting figures, career best bowling figures. In T20 International cricket, does a night get any better than that for you?
Probably not now that we've got a win on the board. So yeah, really happy to contribute with both bat and ball, and I think as an all-rounder, it's pretty rare that you get a game that we get an opportunity to really get stuck in with both bat and ball. So really pleased, but yeah, most importantly, to get a win after going 3-0 down is really important for this young group moving forward for the rest of this tour.
You and Zamps were able to really slow down their middle order, sort of in those middle overs there. What was the key to doing that? Because they got off to quite a fast start.
Yeah, look, I think we saw with both teams tonight, batting with a newer ball was certainly the time to go, and we knew the ball was going to slow up. So it's about hanging in there. And I think, the plan was really simple. Obviously, Zamps does what he does. He's done it for a long time now. And for me, it's just about taking as much pace off the ball as I can and making it really hard for them to hit boundaries. So, yeah, it's a really good little partnership there with Zamps.
Thanks, mate.
Mel Farrell.
Hey, Mitch, just following on that from the bowling, was it that real plan to bowling those wide defensive Yorkers across the ball? Was that something that you all talked about?
Yeah, I think we've seen the West Indies do it really well. Probably something you can't see on TV is the wind at this ground. So they defended to one side for most of the games, and I think we were probably a little bit slow to do that. So tonight we saw that plan, and it was executed really well for the boys. And so I thought, yeah, we really executed our plans tonight, and yeah, it was a great performance from everyone.
And just with the batting, I mean, you sort of spoke beforehand about not really wanting to look at that number 3 spot too much, but the performances so far here, do you think you've kind of shown selectors that if the opportunity is there, that you're really able to, bat further up the order than you normally would?
Oh, look, I'm certainly loving the opportunity to bat up top of the order, and I certainly think that when as we've seen, batting against the new ball is the time to really get after it and try and get ahead of the game. So yeah, look, I'm really enjoying the role. But like I said the other night, it's purely based, and we speak about as a team for everyone. With the World Cup coming up, just to focus on now and play my role. I know that sounds cliche, but that's literally all I'm doing. I'm trying to do that to the best of my ability, and help show them games of cricket.
Thanks, Mitch. Well done.
Andrew Wu.
Yeah, g'day, Mitch. Well played tonight. Just wanted to ask you about your batting. I mean, do you feel a lot more comfortable out there in the middle in terms of just knowing what to do and when to do it? Because you seem quite calm out there.
I certainly feel pretty calm at the moment. I think sort of 29 now, and I've had a lot of experiences, both good and bad, in international cricket. And yeah, just came to this tour really well prepared, had a great break, feeling great physical shape and mentally feeling really good. So yeah, I'm not really thinking about too much at all, and just enjoying being back playing cricket again, playing cricket for Australia, and it's literally as simple as it is for me.
Can you talk us through the middle overs with the bat today? The team I think got 112 in the first 10 or 11 overs, but sort of slowed down towards the end. How much of that was sort of their bowling, and how much of it was, I guess, still the middle order needing to, I guess, move it along?
I actually think they bowled really well in the back half of their innings tonight. They played to the conditions, and we saw both teams get off the flyers. And you see that a lot throughout the subcontinent. And I guess at the end, it's really only one partnership. And that partnership only has to be 20 or, a quick fire 15 or 30 and you're away. And then, we got to a really competitive total in 190. So I think that it was a really good performance all round. Yes, you always probably want a little bit more. You get a bit greedy and you want to be perfect as a team. But I thought 190 was a great effort tonight. And yeah, 90 or 80 of our last 9 is still a great effort on that wicket.
Thanks, Mitch.
Russell Gould.
G'day, Mitch. Well batted, mate. Just quickly on that batting and the intent early. Obviously, there'd been talk about the sort of lack of boundaries in the first 3 games, and you sort of contributed a few in game 3, 6-wise particularly. But it even looked like Finchy was swinging really hard, really early from the get-go. I mean, was that the plan? Was it just we've got to hit more boundaries, we've got to get away, we've got to put a big score on?
Yeah, I think that they've just bowled really well in the first 6. They bowled really well for the whole tour so far. Finchy tonight was certainly back to the Finchy that we all know, and absolutely smacked him, which was great to see, and hopefully he can carry that on for the rest of the tour now. But yeah, I think we've just at times we've come up against a really good team who have been playing a lot of T20 cricket lately, and they've been very well drilled. And unfortunately, in the first 2 games we were outplayed. But really proud of the guys to come back tonight and get a win for Australia.
And just seeing how big they went late, does it sort of set a marker in terms of what we might expect in the World Cup, that there's going to be lots of boundaries and lots of big scores? I mean, 140 is not going to cut it in the World Cup.
No, probably not. The West Indies, they won a T20 World Cup. They've got some, probably 3 or 4 of the best players in the world in T20 cricket. So we're up against a very good team. But yeah, I certainly think that they'll be a force to reckon with come World Cup time. We've got a lot of respect for their team.
Martin Smith. We'll finish off with Marty. Marty?
Thanks, Cole. Hi, Mitch. Could you just talk us through how you were feeling in that last over when Mitch Starc's coming into Andre Russell with 11 to win? Were you confident at that point? And what does it say about the way Mitch bowled in that last over?
Oh, look, I thought he was world class. The start of that over, I was at short third man with Finchy, and that's those moments there. That's the ultimate playing cricket for your country. Mitchell Starc versus Andre Russell, 2 of the best in the world at what they do. Needing 11 to win, so that's why we play. We love that stuff. Obviously, you'd like it to be not as close, but that's playing cricket at the highest level. It was awesome, and Starkey really stepped up tonight. It was awesome to watch that last over.
And just one last one on Mitch. He obviously probably started the series a bit slowly, just at least in terms of the figures he returned. His economy rate was quite high, but I guess does that last over sort of show his class and why he's so important to your team?
Yeah, absolutely. We always talk about his record speaks for itself, and he may have had a bit of a slower start this series, but he's the best in the world, and that moment there tonight, we've got a lot of young bowlers in our group that will look at that tonight and aspire to be like that, and I think that's great. He's a great leader, he's a great white ball bowler, so we're very lucky to have him. It was awesome to watch that last over.
Thank you, mate.
Awesome. Thanks, Marty, and thanks everyone for joining us tonight.